Puppies. They're cute, they're sweet, and they're seemingly everywhere. Go on Facebook Marketplace or Kijiji, or any other classified section. There always seems to be puppies for sale. But where are they coming from? In Canada, we don't really know. There is no organization that regulates, legislates, or oversees the breeding of companion animals in Canada. While we do have the Animal Protection Act, which legislates and mandates that animal owners must provide adequate care for their pets, such as shelter, food, water, a clean environment, and veterinary care, as well as certain localities having laws limiting the amount of dogs that one individual can own. When it comes to breeding, there's no licensing system for people who are selling puppies for a profit. Reputable breeders will follow the Canadian Kennel Club guidelines for ethical breeding. But these are just guidelines. There are no rules. Unregulated breeding, more often than not, leads to profit motivation over animal welfare. There's very little accountability in this industry. And it is very difficult for consumers to know for certain that they are purchasing a responsibly bred dog without considerable research on their part. And even then, you can't be certain. Oftentimes in large backyard breeding facilities, also known as puppy mills, female dogs are bred at a young age and frequently. When they are no longer able to create puppies to sell, they are abandoned. The puppies that are produced are sold in pet shops and online, with no one being the wiser on the conditions that they came from. Because the value of puppies is based on breed and characteristics, unethical breeders often will intentionally breed for these traits, even if it is to the detriment of the dogs themselves. One example is the Merle coat. This is a beautiful coat pattern that's highly desirable. Because of this, they're more valuable, and oftentimes breeders will purposely breed for this trait. However, there is considerable and well-known genetic risks with this. The Merle gene is a recessive gene, meaning that when a Merle-coated dog is bred with a regular coated dog, there's a 50% chance of a puppy being Merle or being regular coated. When two Merle-coated dogs are bred together, there's still a 50% chance that the puppies will turn out Merle. There's a 25% chance that the puppy will have a regular coat, and a 25% chance that the puppy will be born double Merle. This means that the puppy will have the two recessive genes together. This often results in blind and deaf puppies. However, the desire for more valuable litters often outweighs the potential downfalls of this practice, and unethical breeders will breed two Merle dogs together for the chance at a more profitable litter. This is why a license should be required to breed companion animals. It shouldn't be on the consumer to look at this puppy and ask, are both of his parents Merle-coated as well? The idea of a breeding license is not unheard of. In the United Kingdom, a license is required to breed and advertise puppies for profit, or if more than 3 litters of puppies are born and sold in 1 year. In order to acquire a license, the breeder must demonstrate that the animals are being kept in sanitary conditions, with their needs being met, adequate food, water, exercise, and veterinary care. This is verified through an inspection, and when licensed, there's potential for future inspections of the breeding premises. In Canada, no such thing exists. Pretty much anyone with 2 dogs can sell puppies. When there's an industry making this much profit with minimal oversight, animal welfare is where corners are cut. A companion animal breeding license would be required if a profit is being made from puppy sales, or if puppies are being sold for a significant amount of money. Canadian breeders would register for a breeding permit, have their premises inspected, and be able to advertise that they are a registered, licensed breeder. This would allow consumers peace of mind, knowing that their puppy is coming from a responsible background, as well as creating accountability for the bad apples that make dog breeding seem unethical. While creating a licensing system may seem like a daunting and unnecessary task, I argue that it's not. This will create a greater transparency in this industry, as well as care for the animals that ultimately are the product.